How to set up a class in Gametime. So prior to setting up a class in the class and events section, we want to ensure that we have a season set up, or taxes set up, as well as a category. So all three things we can check by going in the settings section. Here we have the season. Here we have our tax tab in the billing and payment setting. And here in the class and event section, we have the categories. So once we added all three things, we can go in the class and event and add class. First thing, we're gonna add the categories. So here we're gonna make an example that we have a tennis event today, September 20th. So we're gonna select the category tennis, we're gonna select the season and make sure that it is still running. And we can include a revenue code that will affiliate your class with your accounting system. So you can see that code when you pull out your billing upload in the report section right here. So tennis Tuesday test is going to be our event today. We're going to add an instructor here, myself. We can add a location. This is optional. We can have a special place, let's say beach pool or classroom, or we can select it to be on a court. So today we're going to select to book it on a court. We're going to go back at the end of setting up the event and go see in our booking grid our tennis Tuesday today. So on the next page, we're gonna select tennis. We're gonna select today's date. Today's Tuesday, and we're gonna select the event to be on court 1 and to be from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Here in the description is what is gonna appear on the booking grid. So tennis Tuesday test, change it to the event. And here the registration would be open, let's say today from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. On the next screen, we can select the minimum, maximum participant, let's say 10. We can select the maximum reservation per member and per staff, so how many reservations can they make at the same time. And we can also set here the maximum size of the waiting list, so it could be maybe just 3 people. We can allow members to register other members. We can allow members to register guests. We can allow public registration. We can allow people to view other class participants or not, and we can disable the automatic waitlist processing as well and manage this ourselves. We can also have the event visible only to staff. Then we can have the event only for male or female. We can have the event for certain age groups, so for kids, for instance, from 6 years old till 10 years old. And when you select the age restriction here, you need to select enforce age restriction. And lastly, you can have certain level play together. So here you have the player ability restriction where you can select the rankings here. And lastly, you can have membership restrictions. So on the next page, we are gonna set up our pricing. So if we want it to be a class of $15, we can have a different fee for guests, for instance, and for public registrants. Here we can add a general ledger code that allows you to export the pricing information to your accounting software. And here you can select the tax that you had already set up prior to creating your class. Here you can set up cancellation policies. You can also disable the cancellation by member and activate particular cancellation policies here. And we can set up cancellation reminders. So Next, we can add a question. So any questions, for instance, if you have a food event, if food allergies, you can add your questions here. And then next, we're gonna save the event and make it active. So we could save it as a draft if we wanna have other staff members review the event. So here we're gonna put it active, go in our tennis grid, and today we have our event, Tennis Tuesday event at 10 p.m. So here I'm gonna register for the class. And we're gonna pull out the fee in the billing upload. So we go in the report section, billing upload, select today's date, select the module, class and event, select the category, tennis, and here I will find my information. So if I had, for instance, set up a revenue code, it would appear right here. We have our fee, we have our tax, and here we have our total.